Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making these. Okay, originally I saw this one on Made by Row, not this one exactly, but one like it, and should just shown this little thing. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have a go and see if I can make one of those. So I did, and it worked really well. And it's like I'm having a conversation with my husband. Right, okay, so there's this idea too. Okay, these are my little cards, and I've got lots of papers on Ko-fi available as well, full size of this one, which is this one. Okay, if I can get it out. So the full size of that one is available. That one took me hours on A4. And there's this one. People will know what I'm talking about if you see my channel regularly. You'll know what I mean by full size. That is full size, but it needs to be A4. Okay, right. And also, if you would like to join me today and find out how we make these and the measurements and things like that, and what we think of this, I think that would be better as slightly smaller, actually. I haven't got a thing inside it. Please give me a thumbs up if you'd like to join me today and find out how these are done. And if you, cute little book, have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Please do so if you haven't already. That'd be absolutely amazing. And it will help my channel to grow. So thank you so much for that. We get a lot of little square things from these projects as well, so I'm hoping to, oh, there's another one there, find, this might be the one I did, I don't know which ones I did on video. So yeah, so little papers, that's another one, that's very similar to that one, isn't it? Yeah, so we can make twins and things like that. Yeah. Right, and I also have ideas of where to put it's just that it's the wrong colour. If I'd done that in green, it would have gone in the last project. But I do think that's adorable. In that there, that's both my papers, both this and that's the same size as my paper, but obviously it's A4. Just that's the printer's the same size. That's a mini version. I do explain these on my videos, how to make them that size when you've done them yourself. Right then, so let's go and I'll show you how to make these. Right then, so I've got this lovely paper from Ko-fi. I've got, just starting there, my husband bought me a drink. Right, okay, so I'm going to make you one. I'm making these little things today. I'm going to try and get these, because that's not quite in, is it? That needs to be a little bit further up there. I'm using the inch punch though, because I cannot find my 3/4 inch punch. That might be more ideal for the little ones, but it did actually work. Wherever it is, it's this one. I think, yes, it was that one. That's the inch punch, and it worked perfectly actually on that little one. So I'm going to make a big one now. Okay. Yeah, so these are the little things that I saw on Made by Row. I don't know whether she made them. I haven't got information yet, but if Row sees it, let me know, because Row has been looking at my channel. So I'd love to know if you've seen those, Row. You might see the picture and think, I've got those. But I haven't seen her make them, so I don't know whether she's made them. I haven't looked that far. So I'm going to get my cutter. Okay, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. Very good link there. Right, so I'm going to get rid of the side here. Okay. There's two sizes. I don't know if because I changed my camera around, so I don't know what I've told you. I think I might have told them two sizes. Oh, I didn't tell you that the measurements of my punches. This one is 5/8 of an inch square, and this one, wherever it is an inch. Well, it should be. Let's just check. Yeah, that is an inch. So I'll give you the measurements for those two items. Okay. Let's see how we go. And I should be able to do that thing. You noticed lately, I don't know if you have, I've been able to do, last two videos I think it is, I've been doing, just giving you a quick close-up. Yeah, so that's good, isn't it? So I'm going to use this corner here. Right, now, which I'm doing the large size with this, okay, and I found out that it's 4 1/8 one way, so that's, you need that for the length of it. So across here you need 4/8 of an inch, because we can do that at one side. Actually it's that one there, it's about that big, that's too big. I'd say that's not quite in the middle, so we're ignoring this, but we're going to get it right this time. That's 4 inches and 1/8. Let's go here. In fact, we can do it. Yeah, 4 inches and, is it an 8? It is 8, isn't it? So that's in between those two lines. If you can see those, this sort of like, yep, that's it. Yep, there's some way up, because they're going 1/4 inches, which is very helpful. Yes, and right, it depends on the length of your card actually. Let's see what I've got this hatch. What's that mean? Hatch. Oh, that's right. I'm going to do it. Yeah, 2 3/4 of an inch. It's almost 7 centimeters. It's almost exactly 7, which I think is pretty good. So I'm doing the big one. Right, I'll show you them. I'll tell you the measurements for the small one. If you've got a 5/8 of it, that's the only 2 sizes I've got, so that's the one that I'm doing. I suppose you could do circles and everything. Yes, I did think of that earlier. I think you can do circles and whatever else. Okay, it's up to you deciding which side you want your seam on, because I've got a little, you have to have a little seam there. So I'm not doing that size, I'm doing the big one. Right, so I'm going to get that somehow, hopefully, hit in the middle. And now I'm looking, just holding it there a minute, I'm looking to see how much I've got either side, and that is sort of about right, but it needs to be probably whatever that means, probably about there. Just trying to check that's level there. You want it sort of, you want the square to be square on, don't you? So that should be, yay, there. Okay, and these, I don't know if you've got any other things, but these only go that far, and I think that comes up as 3/8 of an inch from there to there. So I need to score at 3/8 of an inch. Should be able to see it up here because I've got me large thing on. Yeah, large lens. I'm leaving it on the large lens because I've discovered that 1, 2, 3 that it I can do the zooming in thing on my editor. I didn't know about that before that, you know. Right, so I think you have to do 3/8 of an inch from here. So that's 3 3/4. Okay. And this is how simple it is. Okay, so I'm going to bend that. I'm going to put your little. Why is that? No, this is, I keep saying every time, I keep saying screw width, and not every country will understand what that means. It means it's not straight. That's all it means. It's very common to say that in the UK. It's screw width. There you go. So if you want to learn a new word, screw width is the word. In fact, I only found out that, for example, Americans did not know that word on one of those channels. Right, I'm going to leave that as a, shall I leave that? I'm not sure, I think. Let's have a look. As a, no, look. Why is this, yeah. So obviously I haven't done it correctly. That looked perfectly straight, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, at least you could cut that off if it was not straight. Yeah, so just do a little bit of adjusting if you're like me and get it all completely wrong. If you've got it completely right to start with, you're amazing. You deserve a medal, yes, definitely, because it is quite difficult there. Or it's either that or it's beginner's luck anyway, isn't it? Right, okay. Because I've been doing this a while, of course, I'm getting too overconfident now. I'm thinking, yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Right, so, okay, I'm just trying to get this in the middle. I'm just going to hold it there a minute to let you know These actually got lined. These what these ones? X-cut. These X-cut, I've got lines there. You might find you've got some sort of guide as well on yours. I'm going to try and get that so it's absolutely equal. That is not absolutely equal. I'm also looking how far it is from there, because it could correspond to that side as well. It depends, doesn't it? So I'm also taking notice how big that is there. That little, see how big I've made that. Yeah, you can't really, yeah, well I can't really hold it in place, and because it's just fallen onto the floor straight away, even if it usually fires up at me. There we go. So yeah, so did I tell you, I don't know if I told you on this video, because I started again because I turned the camera around, that this is not the video I intended to make. You've got to be straight, that's it. I was going to make one with painting. It's not quite, I'm not quite prepared enough to do it, so, but yeah. The reason I'm doing this that size is because my card might fit in, and that is that size. That's why it's that long, because you can do it, actually you can do it longer or shorter from there to there. That side is sort of dictated by your square. That way round is, so you that way is dictated by the square, but this side is the length that you got to look at. Okay, right, so that's okay. So that's there. Right then, and then I can borrow that, can't I? I think it's this one that's going to fit in. These are the flowers I did on video the other day, but I've made them into a mini. A little mini. I could ink the edges as well, or go around the edges to edge it up. And that was my flowers on book paper, and it shows you how to do those, and they are big. Okay. So look at that. Yep, fits perfectly, because that is 3/4 inch or 7. My Word does it on 7 centimeters. That's why that would fit in perfectly there. So there, you can do that more plain. I would, yeah, I've got some I'd actually printed, and that's nice as well, isn't it? Apart from that's in the wrong place. See, that's much better. Let's take this out. You might be able to see how much better that is than that one. I might have cut that down as well a bit because of the length of it was. Yeah, it's much better, isn't it? Yeah. Right then, so I can now show you how to do the small one if you like. That one, I could definitely cut that one down because that was too big. Because these are the prototypes, and obviously this is the teething, the teething problems that you iron out. Oh, that sounds a bit drastic, doesn't it? But hey, teething problems that you iron out. The things that you iron out as you go. I'm going to make a small one. I'm going to make it with different paper. I might make it with a paper already. Let's make it with this. This is what I was using before, wasn't I? Right, I need to find out the measurement. So I want something that's about that size. These are the sizes that I saw Ro had. I don't know whether she made it, I don't know. I'll be interesting to see if I can find it afterwards and see what she did. Right, okay, see what Ro did after. So that's, oh, just under 2. In fact, I'm going to make that 2 inches. But I think I need to find out how big my card is, don't I? That's the point, isn't it? But let's see how big this is. Yeah, it's going to make it. So I found out the sizing is 2 inches. Okay, so 2 inches, just 2 inches now. 2 inches by 3, so 2 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to see if I can use this pretty bit as the front. Okay, try and get that dead in the middle if I can, like I... So I'm looking, pushing that down a bit so it slots into there. Hopefully there's a straight line there somewhere. Yeah, I'm checking that I'm certain distance as I am from there. No, that's very slightly over there. That's going to yeah, I would say that's more like it. There. Okay. Right, I'm going to do the scoring first, and then I'm going to do the little thumb notches. Okay, so I'm going to go there. Right, so this is 1 and 3/4, 1 and 3/8 of an inch. I'm scoring at here. Okay, can we see that up there? I know it's a bit, because my probably hands in the way. My hands tends to get in the way when it's over that side. So hopefully you can see that's 1 and 1/3, and then I'm going to score from this side 2 and 3/4 of the inch, or 7 centimeters. Okay, so then I'm going to fold those just to make sure they are correct. Okay, so there we are, little thing. I know it's got a little line now, that's because I've been doing another project, and this is a scrap piece of paper. Has that done it? Oh, and that's not too bad, is it? I'm going to now use the inch punch, and I'm going to add a 3/4 of an inch punch. I think it might be slightly, well, I don't know, it seems to work. I'm just going to try and get that in the middle. Don't it too much. So I'm looking from there, that line there, that crease there to there, and that line to this end there. Hopefully that will be the bit middle. Let's try and get it straight. See, it's skew whiff into skew whiff, that's the word. Right, I think that needs to be very slightly over there, you know. I'm eyeballing this, you know. Let's have a look. No, that doesn't seem right either. That looks right, but that doesn't, that seems right, but oh no, perhaps it is there. Right, okay, I want to get in that. This has actually got a little line there, so that's good. Well done. This is X-cut. So hopefully that'll help. I'd say there. I don't do it, look. I don't do it. There we go. Right, okay, that should be just about right, isn't it? And then this one, that's got quite a big, that's quite deep actually compared with the other one. Right, let's get that. What I'm looking at now is this line, because this line helps a lot. And I'm hoping I'm going to do a nice deep one like that one. There we go. Hopefully that's done it. Yeah, that looks equal, doesn't it? Yay! And that's quite cute. Yeah, so now we can glue it. Now we can glue it. Now we can do it. Yeah. I did put another one in that other one, didn't I? Okay. Yeah. So that will go there like that. How cute are these? And oh, what have we got here? Oh, I've got one that's in one. Wait a minute. Oh, there's one without. That must be that one I took out, and it's not got rounded corners either. So I might do those. Yeah, that fits well. Okay, so you could put them. I'm going to show you in a minute. While I was looking earlier, wasn't I? The corners are now rounded. Okay, right. Let me get my little project we did the other day. I'll show you where you can put them. I'm going to try and do a circle. That's upside down, of course. Trying to do a circle one. Like, this is what I made the other day, and I think that would look great on there. Just realised that's exactly the same pattern. I don't know, you could put it on there. That'd be great, wouldn't it, I suppose? And you've got your little thing to put there. If you'd fix one of those on there. Okay, there's that idea I thought of. There's also the small idea as well. It does actually slip out quite easily, so so that's when you could make one of those instead, I suppose. Now that is slightly different. It's just making a little box. There's that one. Yeah. Or let's have a look. There's this idea. Instead of using that, you could use one of these. perhaps that way around. I mean, it doesn't matter if that's it, that's the point. It doesn't matter if it comes out over here either, does it? You could put it as far as you like, whether it's that way round or what. So you could put it that way round if you like, and whatever. Yeah, or you could put an pocket. Pocket won't be a good idea if it's a little bit loose. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so let's have a go making the other size one. I haven't got 3/4 in it, so it'd have to be the inch one. Otherwise, I've got a 5/8 of an inch circle, but let's have a go at doing that. And that should be, theoretically, it should be this size. So let's do a 4 and an 1/8 size. I don't know if it's going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same. So, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. Oh no, it's much less, isn't it? That's much less. So it will be, that will be shorter that side. Yeah, it's a very, it depends what sort of punch you've got as well. These usually about 8, I think it's about 1/8 of an inch, isn't it? Oh no, I'd say 1/4. So I'm going to do it as if it's 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to have to cut some off this. That's going to make it a bit thinner than the other ones. Okay, 1 1/4. Looks like it goes past the 1 1/4, doesn't it? So yeah, so say 1 1/2. I think that's enough. Oh dear, let's get that straight. 1 1/2, okay. She said confidently. Right, and then that's going to be 3, isn't it? So 3 and a really? That's going to be, yeah, look, it's going to be 3 1/4. So 3 1/4. I'm going to have to score it at, I'll score it at 3 first, 3 first, then 3 1/4, and I'm going to have to cut off at the 3 1/4, aren't I? I'm just making sure that's straight. Just making sure that's straight really carefully. There's me shoving it. Right, let's cut that bit off. Yeah, that's how much you have to cut off, so that's going to be 3 1/4 by 3. Okay. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be, that might even be too big. Let me try it. Yeah, look how big that is. Yeah, so it's only a tiny bit, so you need to cut it less than that. Can you see that? I don't know if you saw that. That actually came through to there. You don't need that. Unless you cut that bit off and kept the other bits on. Which would be messing about, wouldn't it? So I might just cut the whole lot. So, I mean, you could try it. I mean, if you've got time, you could do that. I mean, it doesn't matter if that's big, because I'm not going to, hopefully that'll be okay now. Yeah. Right, so now I'm going to try and get the, if I could do a triangle bit in there. I don't know. Oh, that's going to be, I might not be able to get in the middle though, knowing me as I do. Right. Yeah. There we go. Triangle bit on the thing there. That's watercolour, isn't it? I bet it's going to look really weird if I did that. I'll do the round one. Okay. Okay. Just make sure I get through there. Look. Right. So I'm going to go into. I'm looking at this because I've got that shape there. I'm going to look. That should be about right. Okay. Oh, actually, no, it might be okay. I'll have to do this side the same. It looks like it was. It looked like it was correct. This is only an experiment, isn't it? So we can forgive ourselves for making it a bit. Oh, look at that. It needs to be more like that, isn't it? Anyway, that's. You've got more time. No, yeah, that's fair. I do prefer the square one though. You've got a square punch, you're laughing, or if you've got some sort of, if You're laughing. Ha ha ha. Yeah, if you've got a square punch, you're laughing. So there we go. But that one looks like, what does it remind me of? Some sort of razor blade packet or something. But yeah, I don't know, you might prefer the, I definitely prefer the, let's see if that would fit in there. Oh no, that's a bit small. Oh yeah, and obviously if you've got these little squares, this might be useful for something. You could decorate a page by putting those down the page and all that, couldn't you? That'd be quite cute as well. Yeah. Oh look, a diamond one. Shame you can't do that. I don't think you'd be able to do that unless you've got one, a hole punch where you can arrange it where you would like. I can't find any. I can find a 1.5 inch punch that will do that, but not an inch one. So yeah, it's a bit, at least these match the circle, don't they? That's a bit, yeah, it's a bit difficult to do that one. Definitely prefer this. Whichever size it is, whatever size, I like all the sizes. I was thinking about one more thing. If you wanted to make one of those, which is what I did originally, because I just saw the thing briefly and I thought, that was cute. It had a square in it. Did it have a stopper at the other end? So I tried it. Okay, so let's have a look how big this one is. So it's 1.5 inches. That's quite surprising, isn't it? So 1 3/4 by, whoa, we spun that one. 1 3/4 by, I would say what, no, you want to match this, don't you? It's 1 3/4 by, oh yeah, I would say there 2, and it might be even less, might it? 1 5/8. 1 3. So it's 3 inches by 1 3/4. 3 inches by 1 3/4. All right. First of all, I'm going to score the 1/4 inch for the bottom because I think that's important. Okay, because we need to make sure we're getting the square in the middle. Okay, where's the square? It's there. I'm doing the small one. Yeah, the big one would be right. And so that needs to be, I don't think it matters actually too much where this needs to be, as long as it's straight. There, that's there, like that. Right, okay, so ignore all my deliberating. Let's go. Let's make sure, I've got to make sure we're sort of in the middle of this line, not the bottom but the line, and there, because we've got to bend that over, because we're making a little bottom thing now, aren't we? So I've done that first, and now we're going to score again. Is it about 1.5 we're scoring at? No, it's before that. It's the, looks like it's the 1 3/8. Yeah, 1 3/8. So that's the one between the 1/4 and the 1/2. And then we're going to score at 2 3/4. Okay, hopefully I didn't have my hand in the way. I'm going to bend them, even though making sure we're correct. I think so. Now I'm going to cut off that one that's under there, because I thought I may as well leave it next to the one that we're going to have to use. So if this gets stringy things get out of the way, we're okay, aren't we? I'll just cut that off. I've got massive scissors, look, haven't I? Compared with this. Right, okay, so I'm cutting that off. That's not very straight. Hopefully it'll be alright. Right, so yeah, so you should be able to get it straighter than me, as everybody else says that, don't they, on video. I'm going to cut off that one as well. Okay, yeah, I didn't do that for the other ones, did I? I didn't cut off little bits, but It didn't seem to need it, I don't know. So that should be okay. When glued, that should be fine. Okay, even that square doesn't look perfectly square, but it's homemade, it's handmade, and it's I'm not a machine. Okay, so it's not made by, I don't think you ought to attempt to make things as if you're a machine, because I don't think it's appealing, is it? It's more appealing if it's actually handmade. If you can hand make it like a machine, I don't know. Right, oh, it's folded round, so I can't really cut that, can I? Yeah, right, so that's fine. That'll do. Okay, and then we can make a little tag out of the rest. Oh, or a little book. Yeah. See, impromptu stuff here. Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. See if that's probably about the right size. If I cut that down that way. And see if it'll fit in now. Will you fit in, dear? Come on, dear. Let's. Why won't you fit in? What's up now? What's your problem? Come on. Right. So you can either have it like sticking out like that, which is cute, isn't it? Or cut it down so it fits in. Now I think you should. We didn't do a thumb notch of this one, so sticking out is fine. In fact, let's do it the other way. There, and you could also put pages in it if you want, couldn't you? Yeah, so a little book with pages, yay! It's amazing, isn't it? So that can go in there, and that I can now add to my thing, can't I? Oh, see that falling on the floor. So we can add it to my thing, can't we? That's so cute, isn't it? That's different. I might add it here. No, it's purple. It's totally different. I don't know. That is sort of purpley, isn't it? I think it looks totally. You could actually add it to your thing somewhere, I suppose, couldn't you? Let's see if I've got anything that would no. Perhaps something like that. I mean, if it's a different colour, yeah. I didn't realise it was so different. You could also add it somewhere like that, couldn't you? As well, you could also make books for these as well. Yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't it? And that might not slip out so well then. That'd be too big for that. Yeah, totally different colours, isn't it? Totally different. Yeah, so if I'd done a greeny one of the greeny ones, or even add it to there, I could have done that, couldn't I? I have got other prototypes, but I didn't. I've got one there, look, and that was one of those prototypes that I'd started when I was working out the measurements, and I thought, well, that turned out to be good. So that's when I actually found out about the measurement. Anyway. That was yesterday's, well, not yesterday's, it was Thursday's project. So, yeah. Anyway, I do hope you like my little ideas today. Let me get them back, see if I can find any. That's, yeah, that is one with one, isn't it? Let's see if I can find another one. One with one, that's another one that's in it. There's one. If that's the one I don't know which ones are made today, because that's one we attempted, but I'm not keen. I mean, if that was a bit shorter, I think it might look better. That was one of those little, one of these type. It might look good. Yeah, that might be okay. So you could attempt it if you've only got a circle punch, one of those. Oh, these are so cute, aren't they? Yeah, that's a cute one without anything in it. That one's got nothing in it either. No, that would fit in there, nearly, wouldn't it? See, any little card would go in, wouldn't it? Look, if it's a little bit longer. So you could just put any card in there, or little book. So I do hope you like my content today, and if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. That would be absolutely amazing. And there's the other one. There's the one with the original with a little tag. And obviously some of these papers, such as these, that's on Ko-fi, that's not mine. This one is on Ko-fi, as is this book full size. If you want to have a look at those, and if you look at the videos and want to know how I do things like this, you could see a close-up of it as well. Okay, so the link to Ko-fi is in the description. That's on Ko-fi as well. That's not mine. I could try doing that actually. That's one of mine as well. That's an A5 one. I think I've got. I don't know whether I've got the double one on there or what. I must have put it on there. Oh, I've put I might have put the one then with the lines over it. So there's one on there with lines as well. Yeah. Yeah, I've got that one on there as well. Oh, that one fits in. Oh, this is because it's thicker. This is because it's thicker. Yeah, that one's on there as well. Oh yeah, that's really snug in there. Well, that definitely won't fall out. That's really snug. Yes, and that looks quite nice with that as well, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got more than that. I've got about getting on 20 or 20 papers in there, and they're all pretty, you know, easy to use. I've got people who raving about them, so thank you so much. Okay, so I'll say goodbye now, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, hopefully I'll sort out a little card for that one. Oh, is it this one? I'll put that one back. There we go. And I'll sort out a card for that one. Okay then. And goodbye.